Paano ba tataas ito?
Volume plus. Volume plus.
It was under the time of King Philip II. Mr. Legazpi, you know Legazpi?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Metro station
Yeah.
is based on the name Legazpi.
We have also city in Philippines, Legazpi.
So that's the reason why King Philip II, that was the most famous again in our history, he decided to make this courtyard. Why?
When?
Because in 1500s, 450 years ago. Why he made this courtyard here? Because he renovated the ancient castle. Why he wanted to renovate the ancient castle? Because me, King Philip II, I'm getting married to my niece, to my fourth wife in this Alcazar. So I'm going to make a beautiful place for my new wife to be happy for the ceremony of the wedding. So that's the reason why he expanded this Alcazar, this courtyard in the Alcazar. And you can see what the door looked like before making the courtyard. So that is the original wall, that is Middle Ages, and this is the plaster and the grindstone, that is the part of the King Philip II renovated this part of the castle. Okay? So this part of the castle is 450 years ago, by the time that the Legazpi discovered Philippines, and the part So now we're going to see the part that is older. You know, this part is 200 years old. The part that we're going to see now is 900 years old. Okay?
For the marriage, for his marriage. This part is
I have to tell you that it is a mistake when I told you that this part is 900 years old. It is a mistake because the Alcazar has been completely refurbished and reconstructed. Why? Because at the end of the 1800s, we had a very big fire in the building. And most of the rooms, they were destroyed because of fire. The only pieces that we keep original, 900 years old, is the balustrade, the balustrade that is original, and this part of the wall that is original. The rest has been remade because we had a very big fire at the end of the 1800s. And here you can see armors. Those armors, that they are very typical under the times of King Philip II. The armor, ladies and gentlemen, was not for the war. I mean, soldiers, regular soldiers, they couldn't afford such an armor. The armor was really expensive, really expensive. It was a sign of prestige. Only knights, only people in high nobility could afford it. If you were a regular soldier, maybe, if you had a little bit money, maybe you could buy a helmet, maybe, and maybe the part that is covering your chest, because it's the part with the main organs. But that is all. Don't touch it. You will start screaming, you know, start alarm. So what happens? So that's the reason why the armor is a sign of prestige. They have like a kind of trend for fashion. For example, if you look at the armor, there is like kind of horn. There is a horn, so the horn is repeated in every piece because it's like a design. What else? The small ones, that is the shell one. And for example, when you see those armors that they are not for adults, this is for the kids, maybe 10 years, 12 years old. It's not because kids, they went to work. It's because they have to train. If you are an adult and you never worked before in armor, you cannot wear an armor because it's very difficult to wear. I mean, This is training kids for future human adults where they are. Okay? An adult weighs in between 20 to 30 kilos. Depends on how many pieces. Because the pieces are separated. These pieces are not together. This is one piece. This is another 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 piece. This is a piece. So, it's very heavy and very uncomfortable. Can you imagine wearing a kind of, iron suit? I mean, it's not easy. So that's why we're training for the kids. Just get ready.
Mga duwag yan, ayaw mataga.
But now we are going to see the room that is dedicated to the
Dapat doon ka sa gitna pa. Dahil sa dalawang ano.
foundation that King Philip II made next to Madrid, 60 kilometers away. In that foundation, in Segovia, we have ceramic tiles, we have this kind of decoration, we have big paintings, we have tapestries, so a little bit what you are seeing in this room. So this room was to pay homage to King Philip II because he got married to his fourth wife in this castle. So I'm going to show you the picture of King Philip II. That is King Philip II.
Looks like he has a home.
No, that one. He has a hat with an hat. And the characteristic of the Habsburg dynasty is that they have a pointed chin. No? They have prognatism. The emperor
Babalu.
the second suffered from that, so they have to See, this is the throne room, and this is the throne room, but it's not the throne of Isabel and Ferdinand. This is like a kind of version where it could be the throne under the times of Isabel and Ferdinand. On top of the throne, you can see the symbol of Isabel and Ferdinand, which is an eagle. The eagle is the symbol of Isabel and Ferdinand. But here, the most amazing, ladies and gentlemen, don't miss it, is the ceiling. The ceiling is the very best. That ceiling that is 1,200 years old. The original one was lost during the fire, but this one is original. So what happened? A church that was nearby Segovia had the same ceiling than this castle. And what happened? The church was in bad shape, but the ceiling was in good shape. When we had the fire, the ceiling disappeared, burnt down with the fire. So we brought the ancient ceiling of the church here, and to make fit into the place, we built the golden structure that you see around, because the ceiling of the church was smaller than the ceiling here in the throne room. So that's the reason why you see the golden structure, just to fix the old ceiling into the new room. You understand?
Yeah.
Well, but this is incredible, because it is incredible because that happened 120 years ago. So, wow, it's like amazing.
Is this where the king and the queen sit?
No, and no. I mean, this is what I explained, is that it looks like the throne of Isabel and Ferdinand, but it's not. I mean, this is a reconstruction. Never the king and the queen of Spain. Look at this. because it was a goat that was working, growing, and the prisoners, they were growing. So imagine the energy they didn't need that much, so many of them died on the way. And the shape of this city is like the boat of the galera, it's like, and it's up down. So it's the galera, And
Mami,
the decoration that
mami,
we
tingin.
have is geometrical, like the Moorish style. In front of us, we have the fresco, and that fresco is representing the coronation of Isabel the Catholic.
This one?
1492, birth of Columbus. Isabella, she was found as Queen of Castile in 1476. Where? Here in Segovia. So that's why we have that fresco there. And she was crowned as Queen of Castile on December the 13th. What is the day of December 13th, ladies and gentlemen? Santa Lucia. Santa Lucia. And Santa Lucia is the protector of blind people. Because she's a martyrdom, they took away the eyes of Santa Lucia. So she's the protector of blind people. So look at those people. What are they? What do they look like? They look like blind, no eyes. Because it's just telling us that the day she was crowned as Queen of Castile, December 13th, is the day of Santa Lucia.
Las Piñas pala yun. Sala de las
Piñas City.
Las Piñas is a city.
Piñas, pineapple.
In the Philippines.
This one is the room of Las Piñas, la sala de las
What do you mean by
Piñas.
Las Piñas?
Piña is the fruit of the pine tree.
Oh, okay.
The pine tree,
The
you know,
same,
that
yeah,
they
the
have
same
the
thing
seeds
that-
that we eat, the pines.
Oh, that's the pineapple?
But not pineapple. No pineapple. It's la piña, pine cone.
Oh, fine, cool.
Very sweet.
So here, this is another replica because during the fire at the end of the 1800s, the original ceiling was completely down. But we had a design of the room before, so we were able to reproduce the final goods of the ceiling. This is Latin, which I don't know the meaning of it, but it's like a sentence, it's a replica, yeah. So the furniture that you see here, ladies and gentlemen, now we have furniture. Before it was very rare because it was very expensive. Furniture basis is this. This is a chair. I cannot touch because I mean that this is a chair. You know, when the bride got married, I bring my dowry in the chest. People, they had not so many things as we have today. So people telling you 300 years ago, 700 years ago, you have maybe 3 or 6 things. We have one suit that is one for winter, that is another one for. So that was like the origin of the wardrobe. Okay? So the chest is the origin of everything. If I put two chests together, and I put something strong on top, you get a head. If I put the chest vertical, you get a wardrobe. If I put a not the bedroom of any king, okay? This is a replica, this is a reproduction of what it could be the bedroom under somebody very rich under the times of Isabel and Ferdinand at the end of the 1400s. So we have the bed, we have the canopy around the people. Let me explain you. Now, we sleep lying on the bed, you know? So this is now all of us, we sleep lying on the bed. But this is rather new, because before people slept sitting. And not sitting, but inclined, you know? Why? Because they were afraid of getting swallowed and die.
Who swallowed them?
So to get, you know, like choke.
Oh, they get.
Huh? So that's the reason why they and then dressed. Imagine, no heating, no heating. This place is extremely cold in winter. City of Segovia is very cold. Now we have a glass on the windows, but 500 years ago, no glass in the window. So the only portion that you had to cover the window was the wooden structure that is covering. But even though, you know, the cold and the wind is coming, so it's very cold, very cold. So I sleep sitting on the bed and dressed the same that I am outside the bed. But now inside the bed, I dress. And the only thing that they had in the times of King Philip II, it was like a kind of brasero, little brasero, that they put on top of the bed before getting inside, just to get a little bit warm when you get in. Because when you get in the bed, the sheets are humid and they are cold, so you pass like a kind of little brasero just to heat a little bit. And then they came inside to sleep. Of course, dressed and a way to keep the bed a little bit warmer and to give you privacy, it was using the canopy that you have that is to cover and to isolate from the rest of the room. One more thing. We think that we are very modern because we have low cost, but they had low cost before. This is one symbol of low cost. This is not a real tapestry. This is a sarga. What is the meaning of a sarga? You have the tissue, which is here, and you put color on the tissue. It's not that you have different color threads. That is a tapestry you make with thread, different colors. But this is not different colors thread. This is just a fabric, and then you paint. Since the room is very dark, because the room is very dark, if I don't tell you about the sarga, you might think that all these are tapestries, but they are not tapestries, they are sargas. That is painted, not wooden. You understand the difference? So this is low cost. This is well, now we are going to see the king's room.
We're entering the king's room. Oh my goodness. Amazing. See?
Of the different kings of Spain. And when the king, Philip II, told him, do the list of the kings of Spain, he said, Majestad, where do I start? Do I start with the Romans? Because we were dominated by the Romans. Should I start with the Visigoths? We were invaded by the Visigoths. Should I start by the Muslims? We were invaded by the Muslims. And the king said, no, you start with the Reconquista, which means that the first king of Spain, according to Philip II, was Don Pelayo, the king of Asturias. You know what is the title of the future king of Spain? The prince or the princess of Asturias. So the future king of Spain is the name that we call the former name is Príncipe of Asturias. And this is because the first Middle Ages king of the Christians was not Pelayo the king of Asturias.
Wala po.
Hindi siya makuha. Tingnan mo. Maano? Glaring. Oh, sige, pindutin mo.
Bueno, pues now we are going to see the view. Come with me, I'm going to show you the view. Come with me.
Lovely.
Ito daw ang mas magandang view.
Okay, here we are. I want to show you the view from here. This room originally was the astronomical observatory in Alfonso X the Wise. But in this view, I'm going to show you many things. The first thing, the big construction over there that is a monastery of Hieronymus. No, the building a little bit more down. It was the first house in Spain. We found point money here in Segovia. That was the coin factory, La Casa de la Moneda, mint house. And this is the river. Now you understand why the Romans didn't use the water of the river to provide the city. You cannot lift the water there, here. That's the reason why they prefer to make the aqueduct that we have seen. Then all that neighborhood is San Marcos. The church that you see over there in the middle of nowhere is the church of Veracruz. That church of Veracruz, it was a church founded by the Templar order. The Templar, the Templarios, the Knights, the Templar Knights. And then the town that is up there is Tamarramala. That is one of the few names in Spanish that has 5 A's. Tamarramala. See? Tamarramala. Probably that word that comes from. So that is the nice view of the San Bradley area of Segovia. One more thing, Mrs. Ruth, one more thing. I'm going to show you where San Juanito de la Cruz is buried. San Juanito de la Cruz is buried in that building. So we have the body of San Juan de la Cruz in that building, which is the Carmelites, the one that is, the big one that is on the left-hand side. The Templar order, no. One down on the left, that is the building where Juanito de la Cruz is buried. Juanito. San Juan, you took the picture of San
He's
Juan de la
again the
Cruz.
one de la Cruz.
San Juan de la Cruz.
Yes.
You
Look
took
at
the
me
picture.
here.
You took,
And,
because they were traveling, you know, they were traveling, doing convents, he did that monastery, and he wanted to be buried in there, because